Desertification in the American Southwest, Lessons from the Dust Bowl. Title: Desertification in the American Southwest, Lessons from the Dust Bowl. Introduction, 100 words. Desertification is a process that transforms fertile land into arid desert-like conditions, resulting in reduced agricultural productivity and environmental degradation. The American Southwest has been grappling with the challenges of desertification for decades. The Dust Bowl, a devastating ecological disaster in the 1930s, provides valuable lessons on the causes and consequences of desertification. Tie-in. By exploring the underlying factors of the Dust Bowl, we can gain insights into how desertification occurs and implement effective strategies to mitigate its impacts in the American Southwest. ODI. Historical background, 200 words. The Dust Bowl was a severe ecological crisis that affected over 75% of the American Southwest in the 1930s. A combination of factors led to this catastrophic event. First, extensive wheat cultivation. With mechanized farming methods stripped the land of its natural vegetation cover. This left the topsoil exposed and vulnerable to wind erosion. Second, prolonged drought exacerbated by climatic conditions caused the loss of soil moisture, resulting in the drying up of plant life and reduced biodiversity. These conditions created the perfect recipe for dust storms, with massive clouds of loose soil engulfing the region. Lessons learned, 300 words. The Dust Bowl serves as a significant lesson in the consequences of unsustainable land management and the importance of combating desertification. Here are some key takeaways that we can learn from his historic event. 1. Ecosystem resilience. The Dust Bowl demonstrated the fragility of desert ecosystems and the dire consequences of disturbing the delicate balance between human activity and nature. By tampering with the natural vegetation and over-reliance on monoculture farming practices, we disrupt the ecosystem's ability to withstand drought, erosion, and other stressors. 2. Climate change vulnerability. Drought is a significant contributing factor to desertification. The Dust Bowl was partly triggered by an extended period of drought combined with poor land management practices. 3. Soil conservation. Soil erosion proved to be a critical factor in the Dust Bowl. The loss of topsoil due to wind erosion rendered the land infertile and unsuitable for agriculture. To prevent desertification, we must prioritize soil conservation measures such as implementing contour plowing, terracing, conservation tillage, and reforestation efforts. These methods help retain soil moisture, prevent erosion, and promote the restoration of the soil's fertility. 4. Sustainable agriculture. The Dust Bowl revealed the negative consequences of monoculture farming and excessive land exploitation. 5. Community engagement. The Dust Bowl prompted a shift in public awareness and initiated land rehabilitation efforts. The involvement of local communities, farmers, and government agencies was instrumental in implementing soil conservation practices and promoting sustainable land management. Encouraging community engagement, education, and land stewardship can play a crucial role in preventing and mitigating desertification in the American Southwest. Mitigation strategies, 400 words. Building on the lessons from the Dust Bowl, it is imperative to adopt effective strategies to combat desertification in the American Southwest. Here are some key mitigation measures. 1. Water management. Implement comprehensive water management strategies to combat drought and preserve water resources. Investing in sustainable irrigation techniques, water conservation, and the development of drought tolerant crop varieties can help mitigate the impacts of desertification. 2. Afforestation and reforestation. Promote afforestation efforts by planting trees in arid areas to stabilize soils, reduce wind erosion, and increase biodiversity. Reforestation initiatives can help restore the natural vegetation cover and create healthier ecosystems. 3. Soil conservation practices. Encourage the adoption of soil conservation practices such as terracing, contour plowing, conservation tillage, and cover cropping. These techniques minimize soil erosion, enhance water retention, and improve soil fertility, making the land more resilient to desertification. 4. Sustainable land management. Promote sustainable land management practices that focus on crop rotation, agroforestry, and organic farming methods. These practices enhance soil health, reduce reliance on agrochemicals, and minimize the risks of desertification. 5. Education and awareness. Increase public awareness about the causes and consequences of desertification and the importance of sustainable land management. Education campaigns, workshops, and training programs can empower farmers, communities, and policymakers to take proactive measures in preventing and mitigating desertification. Desertification in the American Southwest continues to pose significant challenges to agricultural productivity and environmental sustainability. The experience of the Dust Bowl in the 1930s provides crucial lessons on the causes, consequences, and mitigation strategies for desertification. By examining the historical context, lessons learned, and potential mitigation measures, we can gain valuable insights into addressing this pressing issue in the region. The Dust Bowl, an ecological disaster that affected a large portion of the American Southwest, was primarily caused by extensive wheat cultivation and mechanized farming practices. These practices ripped the land of its natural vegetation cover, leaving the topsoil exposed to wind erosion. Additionally, prolonged drought and poor land management worsened the situation, leading to the loss of soil moisture and the drying up of plant life. The combination of these factors resulted in frequent and devastating dust storms that engulfed the region. From the Dust Bowl, we can learn several crucial lessons about desertification. Firstly, it highlights the vulnerability of desert ecosystems and the disastrous consequences of disrupting the delicate balance between human activity and nature. Disturbing natural vegetation and relying excessively on monoculture farming practices disrupts the ecosystem's ability to withstand drought, erosion, and other stressors. Moreover, the Dust Bowl serves as a reminder of the role climate change plays in exacerbating desertification. Drought, a significant contributing factor to desertification, was a key aspect of the Dust Bowl. Soil conservation emerges as a critical aspect of combating desertification. The loss of topsoil due to wind erosion rendered the land infertile and unsuitable for agriculture. To prevent desertification. Tie-in. We must prioritize soil conservation measures such as contour plowing, terracing, conservation tillage, and reforestation efforts. These methods help retain soil moisture, prevent erosion, and